Hi and welcome back to Craigie Talks. Callum and I roped a bunch of us into doing them, so you'll be seeing lots of different faces over the next few videos. I'm going to be talking about healthy living today, so that includes eating, exercise and your mental health, so like Callum talked about in the first video. So eating obviously is a massive part of everyone's life. We all quite enjoy it, let's be honest. But it's really important to know what's going into your body and what sort of foods you need to eat to help your body function to the best of its ability. And obviously that tailors to the individual because we're not all the same. So what I like to do is make sure that I eat every single food group. Now obviously dietary requirements mean that you won't necessarily eat loads of one food group or whatnot, but there needs to be ways that you can incorporate it into your diet. So I don't eat meat, so I make sure that I eat lots of pulses so that I can get a lot of protein. So one of the things I like to do is try and follow the 80-20 rule. Now don't get me wrong, I do not do this every day, but if we try and do this most of the time then it's really beneficial. So it means 80% of eating healthy and having really nutritious good food, and then 20% is having like your treats, so crisps, cake, chocolate, whatnot. And just by doing that, it means that you've got a good balance of what you're eating, and make sure that most of the things that are going into your body are really healthy things, but at the same time not depriving yourself of the things that we do enjoy, such as like cakes and stuff. So what I like to go by is moderation, not deprivation, because cutting out whole food groups, so cutting out like sugars and stuff like that, is not beneficial for your body because our bodies still need them to function. We just need a certain amount of them, we don't need all of it. So obviously being in lockdown means that we have a lot of time. So one of the things that I've been doing is I've started cooking a lot more than I used to, which means that I'm trying a lot of new foods, because it's so easy to get into a routine of just constantly eating the same foods. And I don't know about anybody else, but for me personally that gets quite boring. Like, I do not enjoy it. So I like trying to mix it up as much as possible. So that's one of the things I've been doing, is cooking, and it's a really fun thing to do and teaches you lots of life skills as well. And you can see exactly what's going into the food that you're making, so there's not any extra ingredients that are not very nice. We also have so much time to think about what is actually going into our bodies, which works into the cooking bit as well. Seeing what is going in, knowing and having this knowledge of, we know what's good for us and what isn't, and how we can maintain that we're eating healthily. So along with eating, there's also exercise. Now exercise is so important, so you need to be able to, not only is it important for your physical health, but also your mental health. So it has, once you exercise, you have hormones released called endorphins, and they're basically your happy hormones. So after you exercise, you hit a high, so it's really, really beneficial for your mental health. So now I hate running. I absolutely hate it. Did about 2 runs this whole lockdown and hated both of them. So you don't have to go out to go running. You can do at home workouts, which is what I've been doing, or if you've got classes from clubs that you used to go to that are running Zoom classes, like my dance is running a Zoom class, I've got them to do. And there's so many things on YouTube that you can do. So whether you want something really gentle, so you can do like yoga, or you want a really high intensity workout, they're all online. So it is literally the easiest thing to do. It's potentially easier to do it in lockdown than it was to do it out of lockdown. That's what I find, is I find I'm exercising more than I ever used to. And it makes me feel so much better about myself knowing that I've done that. So obviously go on a run, go on a cycle, get outside, do that. Even go on a brisk walk. Like, we're all meant to have 30 minutes of exercise a day, so going on a very brisk walk is even beneficial. So by doing one of them, you're benefiting your mental health and your physical health, but make sure that it's something that you enjoy. And if you have an off day where you don't want to leave the house or you don't want to exercise, that is okay. We all have it, and it's nothing that you should beat yourself up over. Your mood just changes throughout the day and over days, so just do what you feel is best for your body at that time. Now, being in lockdown is so hard on your mental health because you don't have the same socialisation as you would if you were in school or even just being allowed to go out the house. So we've had to adapt the way that we're doing things to make sure that we do kind of maintain as much of a positive mental health as we can, like Callum talked about. So go outside and get some fresh air. Do something that'll just take your mind away from everything. So do yoga, which includes the exercise part of it. Or one of the things that I've started doing, which I really enjoyed, was getting a colouring book and doing that, because it just takes your mind off of things and it means that you can focus on one thing. And when I finish one of the colouring in things, I feel quite happy with myself. Also doing things like meditation, just being able to remove yourself from what is a really tense situation that we're in and not a nice one, and just being able to remove yourself and have time to think for yourself and just breathe. So kind of to conclude, basically, don't feel bad if you have off days, because everybody has off days, and listen to your body for what your body needs. There's no point pushing yourself and then ending up making yourself feel awful for the next few days. So just do it for what is right for yourself, and don't compare yourself to other people, because we're not in the same situation as we were before. So you cannot compare to what you were doing before to what you're doing now, because before we weren't living in a global pandemic, but now we are, so everything has changed. Balance is key for eating. Make sure that you're not eating too much of one food group. Balance it all out. Make sure you're getting all the vitamins you need to. Go outside and get your vitamin D. If due to your dietary requirements, you're not able to get enough of one vitamin, take supplements or something, but don't then take supplements and cut everything else out. Do what makes yourself happy. Don't do what makes other people happy, and learn to do what would be right for yourself. And just listen to your body. You and your body know what's best. Don't take what other people say. You need to do what's best for yourself. So hopefully you can take a couple of things away from this video.